Self-belief, I think, is one of, if not the most important thing that you need to have in order to reach the levels of success that you truly want to reach. And I say this from someone who grew up with very little amounts of self-belief, but luckily my parents, or most specifically my mum, always drilled into me this idea of confidence, of I can achieve whatever I want, whatever I put my mind to I can accomplish. And well, thankfully, because of that, I kind of grew into that mindset as I got older and older. I wasn't necessarily a confident kid. I was very shy. Thanks to that kind of mindset that my mum drilled into me from a young age, I managed to improve my self-belief and kind of grow into someone who does have a lot of confidence in themselves and in their belief to reach the goals that I have set for myself. Because as much as it may suck to admit, there's no one that's actually rooting for you as much as you are. Your parents definitely are the closest to it. Your parents are definitely praying for you and hoping for the best. However, their view on what is best for you may be very different to what your view is on what's best for you. Of course, their view is blinded by what they were taught growing up, their generation, their experiences, what they chose to do with their life, and they may not understand what it is you want to do with your life. They may not understand your vision, and most importantly, they may not understand how different the world is now and what it truly means to be successful nowadays. So because of that, the only person that really believes in yourself and in your abilities, and the only person that truly knows what you need to do is you. I promise you, all your friends, now I'm not saying they have ill intent towards you, I'm not saying that they're not rooting for you, but I promise you they're all so caught up with their own stuff, with figuring out what they want to do. No one actually cares to pray for you, or no one actually cares if you succeed as much as you may think, the same way that they don't actually care what you do. So go out and post that video. Don't be ashamed, don't be embarrassed. Who cares? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter at all. All that matters is what you think of yourself. I promise you, times are going to get hard. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be linear. It's not going to be just you start something and it gradually goes up. It's going to be a lot of ups and downs. And in those moments that are, the downs, that's when you have to have the most self-belief, and that's when you have to have the most confidence in your ability, because that is also when everyone around you is going to have the least confidence in your ability, and everyone's going to be like, I'll give up, or maybe this wasn't for you, doesn't work out, it's tough, that's when people are almost going to gaslight you, or they're going to try to convince you that, well, you tried, but it didn't work out, it's not for everyone. And that's the exact moments when your self-belief, your confidence, and your resilience needs to be at the highest peak that they can be. Because if not, you will just give up, and this is where a lot of people do give up. Alex Hormozier spoke about this. It's the cycle of starting a business. You've got the phase of excitement of, this is new, this is cool, this is going well, I'm actually making progress, this is sick. And then you reach a peak, and then you've got the kind of dip where, okay, where's the progress gone? What's happened? I'm not making any more money. Maybe something went wrong with this, something went wrong with that. My investment isn't paying off. And this is where most people quit before they reach the next peak, right? And I don't think that's just with business. I think that's with pretty much everything. You look at the gym, you look at relationships, and I could go on and on. The point is, too many people give up at this one. They can reach the first peak, and then they give up at the first low, and then they keep coming back to claim this first peak and claim that dopamine, instead of kind of sitting at the low for a bit and being so confident in themselves and in the belief in themselves to where they know that there's going to be another peak if they just stick on this path. I'm begging you, the people watching this, and you, future me and past me, whenever I'm going through a low, to rewatch this video and to remind myself that I'm the greatest. There's no one like me. There's no one like you. Don't listen to what anyone else thinks. Don't listen to what anyone else has to say, because I promise you, when you're up, they're going to want a piece of it, and they're going to call you an overnight success. They're going to say you had it easy. They're going to say all of these things to undermine the fact that you worked extremely hard and you believed in yourself, even at the lowest of the lows. I'm not the first person to say it. A lot of successful people say it. Resilience, self-belief, confidence, all of these things, almost delusion. Like, if you look at every successful person, there was always an element of delusion, delusional belief in themselves, and well, that's exactly what I'm trying to have in myself. It's what's necessary to succeed in today's day and age. And also remove this idea of fear, remove this idea of judgment, of embarrassment. I promise you, you move somewhere around the world where more people are shooting content or trying to be entrepreneurs, and all of a sudden no one gives a shit if you're recording a video on Instagram. It's no longer cringe. It's no longer something to take the piss out of. It's admirable. It's just in your hometown, these people that want to keep you down, or maybe not necessarily on purpose, but they see it as cringe because, well, quite frankly, they're just as scared as you are to post that video. So don't listen to anyone around you. Only listen to your gut and your mind, or listen to people that are on the same path as you, are on that level above, giving you advice. Yeah, that's all for this video. I just wanted to kind of give my thoughts on that, because I know that it's something that I've struggled with a lot, and I hope to help someone out there who maybe is going through that first dip in their journey. I want you to stick with it. I want you to embrace it. I want you to feel what it feels like to be in a very low point, be unsure if it's going to work out, and push through. And I want you to feel what it feels like when you finally leave that low point and you reach the next peak. And I want you to remember that. And I want you to never, ever, 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 ever let that stop you again. That's all from me.